The tradition continues.
Calvary Global to the world 24/7.
Tradition continues.
Calvary.
A journalist has died after Israeli jets attacked Gaza's Nasser Hospital compound in the southern city of Khan Yunis. The strike hit the hospital's Al-Istiqlal building. Rescue teams are searching for survivors along with volunteers. Israeli helicopters also attacked positions in northern Gaza, firing at multiple areas in the region. Food security experts warn there is high risk of famine in Gaza if Israeli aid blockades continue. The report says Gaza has already crossed the first famine threshold, with nearly 500,000 Palestinians facing potential starvation and catastrophic hunger, marking one of the worst crises since official famines in Somalia and Sudan.
There are a very large number of people now facing starvation. Malnutrition levels are high. And, you know, these are the types of characteristics or the kinds of metrics that ultimately move a country into a famine situation.
American-Israeli hostage Edan Alexander has reunited with his family in Israel hours after he was released by Hamas. He was the last known U.S. citizen still being held captive in the enclave. His release marks the first since Israel broke an 8-week ceasefire with Hamas in March. President Donald Trump has called it a step taken in good faith to put an end to the very brutal war. A Russian drone strike killed an energy worker in Ukraine's Sumy region, hitting a utility vehicle amid continued attacks on civilian infrastructure. Moscow claims further advances in Sumy and Kharkiv, despite calls for Kyiv and the EU for a 30-day ceasefire or tougher sanctions. Meanwhile, President Zelensky has invited Donald Trump to join upcoming talks in Turkey with Vladimir Putin. And now to a major development in Turkey. The PKK terror group has announced it is to disband and disarm. The decision comes after the group's extraordinary Congress decided the PKK no longer has a reason to exist. It says it has decided to dissolve the organization and disarm itself. For more than 4 decades, Turkey has been fighting the terrorist group, which has killed more than 40,000 people, carrying out attacks on civilians and Turkish security forces.